Hello! Today, I'm going to talk about 12 interesting single-player games you can play. These aren't perfect 10/10ths games, but they are definitely worth playing. Enjoy watching! Shadow of the Tomb Raider is the final installment of the trilogy about Lara Croft, with the story unfolding in the jungles of Latin America. In this game, Lara once again faces the powerful Trinity organization and its leader, who seeks to obtain ancient artifacts capable of altering reality. The gameplay focuses on exploring the environment, solving puzzles, and surviving in extreme conditions. The game places a lot of emphasis on tomb and crypt exploration, offering interesting and sometimes challenging puzzles. Lara can use various skills and weapons to deal with enemies and overcome obstacles. One of the game's features is its hub locations like Paititi, where players can complete side quests and interact with local residents. However, the game still heavily emphasizes exploration and acrobatics, which remain a hallmark of the series. The graphics and visual style of Shadow of the Tomb Raider impress with attention to detail, especially in scenes featuring natural landscapes and ancient architecture. Despite its technical achievements, the game sometimes suffers from issues like awkward animations or inconsistent environmental quality. Shadow of the Tomb Raider is a solid finale to the trilogy, offering rich and engaging gameplay, though it is not without some drawbacks, such as a predictable plot and lack of groundbreaking innovations. Nobody Wants to Die is a noir detective game with cyberpunk elements set in New York in 2329. In this world, people fly by neon advertisements in their hover cars, and scientific advancements have made immortality a reality. However, access to eternal life through devices called Icarites is available only to those who can afford it. The main character, James Kara, is a seasoned detective who has been through a lot, including the loss of his wife and the difficulties of adapting to a new body. He must take a drug called ambrosia to cope with the side effects, but it doesn't save him from hallucinations and memories. He is assigned to investigate the mysterious death of Edward Green, a powerful minister whose Icarite was destroyed along with his body, making his death final. The gameplay focuses on investigations and time rewinding to reconstruct events at crime scenes. James uses various devices like UV lamps and X-ray machines to find clues and piece together the chronology of events. The game captivates with its atmosphere and deep storyline, raising questions about the cost of immortality and moral dilemmas in a world where technology has become an integral part of life. If you enjoy the video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Let's keep going. Resident Evil Village continues the storyline from Resident Evil 7, taking the player to the eerie and sinister surroundings of Romania. The plot of Village follows a similar structure to the previous game, with a group of antagonists, each ruling their own domain with unique characteristics. At the center of attention is Lady Alcina Dimitrescu, a vampire who oversees a massive castle. The gameplay of Village offers a variety of locations to explore, each with its own atmosphere and features. From the Gothic Dimitrescu castle to the industrial Heisenberg factory, each area is unique and filled with details that create a rich atmosphere. The developers have worked hard to add variety to the gameplay, from horror elements in House Beneviento to action sequences in Heisenberg's factory. While the game impresses with its visual quality and detail, some story elements feel underdeveloped. Not all characters receive sufficient development, and some plotlines conclude too quickly. Nevertheless, Resident Evil Village offers a gripping experience, especially for those who appreciate atmospheric horror games with rich environments and diverse locations. The Outer Worlds is an RPG by Obsidian Entertainment, created in the spirit of classic RPGs like Fallout New Vegas. The story takes the player to the Halcyon star system, where corporations have taken control and resources are rapidly depleting. The main character, who awakens from a long cryosleep, becomes involved in a struggle for survival in a world dominated by ruthless capitalism. The game offers a rich RPG system with 18 skills, each affecting the gameplay. There's the opportunity to influence events through dialogue and interactions with the world. However, despite the wide range of peaceful skills, avoiding combat in the Outer Worlds is nearly impossible. The combat system is not the game's strongest point, but the variety of weapons and the ability to slow down time add dynamism to the gameplay. The Outer Worlds delights with its humor reminiscent of classic Fallout games and offers many interesting quests with unexpected twists. The game is non-linear, allowing each playthrough to be unique, though repeat playthroughs might not bring many new experiences. Despite budget constraints, the game looks respectable and offers an exciting adventure in the style of classic RPGs that fans of the genre will surely enjoy. Kena Bridge of Spirits is a charming adventure where players embark on a journey through a picturesque world as Kena, a young spirit guide. The game's story revolves around fighting the dark corruption that has taken over the land and helping lost souls find peace. The gameplay of Kena Bridge of Spirits combines elements of exploration, puzzles, and dynamic combat. A key feature is the interaction with small creatures called Rot. These adorable companions assist Kena in solving puzzles, participating in battles, and restoring the environment corrupted by the Blight. One of the game's highlights is its visual presentation. The world of Kena Bridge of Spirits looks like an animated movie brought to life, created with attention to detail and a love for artistic style. The game is visually stunning, both on powerful and mid-range devices, showcasing excellent graphics and animation quality. Despite its outward simplicity, the game offers fairly challenging experiences. The combat system requires not only quick reflexes, but also strategic thinking. Players need to wisely use Kena's abilities and her Rot companions to defeat enemies and cleanse the world of corruption. The game also encourages exploration, offering many secrets to discover, unlocking new abilities, and enhancing Kena's skills. Kena Bridge of Spirits, while drawing inspiration from other games like Overlord and Metroidvania, successfully adapts these elements, creating a unique and captivating experience. In the end, Kena Bridge of Spirits is not just a beautiful game, but also an engaging adventure, where the combination of cute style and well-thought-out gameplay makes it a compelling journey. Control is a stylish action game with thriller elements from Remedy Entertainment. The game takes place in a strange and paranormal building known as the Oldest House, the headquarters of the Federal Bureau of Control. The player assumes the role of Jessie Faden, who enters this building to find her brother, but soon gets drawn into a struggle with a mysterious force that has taken over the Bureau. Control's gameplay stands out with a unique combat system, where the emphasis is on telekinesis and using the environment. Jessie can lift and throw objects, levitate, and use various forms of her service weapon. Every battle turns into a spectacular show of destruction, with objects flying everywhere, creating chaos on screen. The game attracts not only with its dynamism, but also with its atmosphere of mystery and anxiety. Remedy has created a unique style that blends elements of noir and paranormal thriller. Each new location in the game is rich in details and has its own unique aesthetic. However, despite all its visual and gameplay merits, some players may feel that the combat mechanics start to repeat over time, and the plot can seem too obscure and confusing. Nevertheless, Control remains a standout example of an original approach to the action genre. Sekiro Shadows Die Twice is an action game from Software, the creators of Dark Souls and Bloodborne. The game is set in an alternate Japan in the late 16th century, where the player takes on the role of a shinobi warrior known as the Wolf, who has lost his arm and been left for dead. His goal is to rescue his young lord, to whom he has sworn loyalty, and to avenge the enemies who kidnapped him. The gameplay focuses on challenging combat, where not only quick reflexes, but also tactics are essential. Parrying enemy attacks, using various prosthetic tools, and stealth are all necessary for success. Sekiro's gameplay offers a unique approach to combat, where controlling not only the enemy's health, but also their posture is important. By gradually depleting an enemy's posture, the player can deliver a death blow, which becomes the main way to defeat most bosses. Bosses in the game are a highlight, each representing a unique challenge that requires an understanding of tactics and patience. The game does not forgive mistakes, and even regular enemies can pose a serious threat if approached carelessly. One of Sekiro's key features is its deep and dark atmosphere. The game world is rich in Japanese mythology and stories of honor, betrayal, and redemption. Visually, the game is impressive, capturing the details of Japanese architecture and landscapes. The Chronicles of Myrtana Archolos is a mod that has turned into a full-fledged game, becoming a true masterpiece among fan projects. It not only adds new content to the original Gothic 2, but also offers an entirely new world to explore. The world of Archolos is a new region seamlessly integrated into the Gothic universe. The island is presented as a vast territory with a rich history and diverse locations. The storyline developed by the authors deeply immerses the player into the game's world, where the main character, Marvin, is forced to flee the war on the mainland and seek refuge on the island. The game offers many quests, both main and side. They range from simple tasks like finding and killing monsters to complex moral choices. Special attention is given to details, such as interacting with local residents, choosing a faction, and developing the character. The gameplay retains all the best traditions of the original Gothic, offering a deep RPG system and atmosphere that fans of the series love. The game's economy also requires a careful approach. Money is always scarce, and players must choose between buying equipment and learning new skills. The Chronicles of Myrtana Archolos stands alongside the best projects in the RPG genre, offering an experience that's hard to find in modern games. If you enjoy the video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Let's keep going! Monster Hunter World is an engaging action RPG from Capcom, where players have the opportunity to become hunters of giant monsters in a new, uncharted world known as the New World. This world is full of dangers, where unique monsters with their own behaviors, appearances, and abilities lurk around every corner. Some monsters prefer to avoid direct confrontation, using the flora and fauna to their advantage, while others are ready to fight to the death, delivering crushing blows with poison or fire. The player's main task as a hunter is to track and capture these monsters to create and upgrade their equipment, preparing for even more challenging battles. Monster Hunter World's gameplay is rich in detail and doesn't get boring even after dozens of hours. Each weapon offers its unique playstyle, from the powerful but slow greatsword to the lightning-fast dual blades. Additionally, Monster Hunter World offers a cooperative mode, allowing players to hunt monsters with friends, adding even more excitement and tactical depth. The game inspires exploration, rewarding brave and curious hunters with new discoveries and opportunities. Detroit Become Human is an impressive project by David Cage and Quantic Dream, where players are immersed in a near future where androids have become an integral part of society. The game's story unfolds in Detroit in 2038, where robots, created to perform various tasks, begin to gain self-awareness and fight for their rights. Players control 3 different characters: Connor, an android detective, Marcus, the leader of the android uprising, and Kara, an android who escapes to protect a little girl. Each faces unique moral dilemmas that affect their fate and the future of humanity. Detroit Become Human offers incredible non-linearity, where every player's decision has consequences, making each playthrough unique. The game masterfully conveys an atmosphere of tension and uncertainty, making players think about complex moral and ethical questions in a world where the line between human and machine begins to blur. The game's graphics and animation are top-notch, allowing full immersion in the story and feeling the characters' emotions. Detroit Become Human is not just a game. It's an interactive movie that evokes strong emotions and makes you think about the future we might face. NieR Automata is a unique game by Platinum Games that combines elements of various genres. The game's story takes place in a post-apocalyptic future where humanity has abandoned Earth, and the war between machines and androids continues on the decaying planet. The game's main character is an android fighting on behalf of humanity. The game offers a deeply developed combat system that allows players to perform spectacular combos and use various types of weapons. Despite some criticism of certain aspects of the combat system, many players praise its variety and dynamism. One of NieR Automata's main strengths is its unusual structure. The game offers multiple playthroughs, each revealing new facets of the story and characters. With each new playthrough, perspectives change, new details of the story are uncovered, and players have the opportunity to see the world through the eyes of different characters. NieR Automata is also known for its deep philosophical undertones, addressing questions of existence, consciousness, and the meaning of life. Developer Yoko Taro is not afraid to experiment with storytelling, creating a unique experience that impresses with its emotional depth. Farenheit, Indigo Profecy is an interactive thriller that plunges players into the dark and mysterious atmosphere of New York City. The game's events unfold during an abnormally cold winter, where Lucas Kane, an ordinary IT administrator, suddenly finds himself at the center of horrifying events. Awakening in a public restroom with cut hands and realizing that he has just killed a stranger, Lucas tries to figure out what really happened. Players will control 3 characters, each bringing their unique perspective to the story. Besides Lucas, you will play as Carla Valenti, a seasoned detective investigating the strange murder, and her partner Tyler Miles, a cheerful cop who grew up in the ghetto. The game combines elements of interactive cinema and adventure gameplay. Players will have to make decisions that affect the story's development and participate in various action scenes using intuitive controls. Farenheit's standout feature is its dark and tense atmosphere, created by a well-thought-out soundtrack, motion capture technology, and attention to detail. The game skillfully conveys a sense of mystique and hopelessness, keeping players constantly on edge.